Hello everyone and good afternoon. I'm Hayden Bandel and you are watching the Tidewater Summer League YouTube channel. We are live on the road at Historic Hicks Field for the fourth meeting of the season between the Edenton Steamers and Greenbrier Knights. Edenton is coming into the night with a 9-game winning streak. Greenbrier has beaten the Steamers. That came back on the first meeting here at Historic Hicks Field, but have lost the previous two matchups, with one coming here and the other at Lakewood Park. This is a Knights team that has fared well with games outside of Lakewood Park, where they have a 4-1 record. And Coach Chuck Slaughter is throwing out most of his better players tonight. And leading off and playing center field for the Knights is Luke Waters. Back over at second base and batting second is Max Lucas. Andre Adultery is out at third base. He'll be batting third. Warren Bailey will be doing the designating hitting tonight in the 4-hole. Batting fifth and over at first base is Dylan Bowen. Batting sixth, and we already know how good he is defensively behind the plate, is Corbin McLeod. Out in center, who's been a very good defensive player for Chuck Slaughter, and batting seventh is Quincy Sapio. Dominic Proctor, he's at shortstop, batting eighth. And out in right field and batting ninth is Blake Herman. On the mound for the Steamers, making his third start, is Jacob Lawler. In his previous two starts, Lawler has gone a combined 9 2/3 innings, just allowing one run, which was earned. So Coach Chuck Slaughter throwing out a lot of his better players tonight and hoping to snap this Edenton win streak at 9. It's the longest win streak since 2020, where Edenton had an 8-game win streak. They had a 10-game win streak back in 2014, so the Knights trying to stop that from happening tonight. And I think the way that it's going to be done is by the Knights hitting. I think that the Knights have the pitching. Drew Ramos is going to be starting for Greenbrier. And I know Coach Chuck Slaughter said he's throwing out most of his better arms out of the bullpen. So it should be a good one here at Historic Hicks Field. We're getting set to go underway here at Historic Hicks Field. We are ready to roll here in Edenton, North Carolina, with Luke Waters leading off for your Greenbrier Knights. Luke has been one of the best hitters for the Knights this season. A lot of timely hits. And he gets things started in the leadoff role and takes a called strike to get things started. Waters has 6 hits on the season, but 8 RBIs. So he's been getting the job done at the right time. He's got a 1-1 count on him. Jacob Lawler, the starter tonight for Edenton. As mentioned in the pregame, fires in a strike, and it's 1-2. And that ball is in the dirt. Bit of a different look defensively for the Steamers. Jeremiah Boyd, he's behind the dish as Kermode was catching last night, so that tandem remains the same. Tate Abbott is over at first base with Tanner Thatch DHing tonight, so that puts Jackson Hip out in right. Alden Cottle is at second with Bryce Stevens getting a day of rest. That puts Jared Bebe over at third. And out in left field, making his first start of the season, is Tyler West. Full count here on Waters. Said earlier, the Knights' bats must be alive tonight. As Waters skies that one, Abbott comes over for a look in foul territory, but it'll go out of play into the stands. So a good job by Waters as the leadoff hitter. Has already seen 6 pitches from Lawler. And here's the payoff pitch from Lawler. And it's in there, called strike 3. And that's the first strikeout of the night. So here's Max Lucas, a left-handed hitter. And that pitch just missed outside from Lawler for a ball. One count here on the second baseman, Lucas. And takes that one outside, 2-1. Lucas in Greenbrier's last game, which came on Saturday, had 3 plate appearances and was hit in every single one of them. He's got a bruise on one of his legs that was hit twice, same spot. Now trying to protect here on a 2-2 pitch. Lawler, head nod, here's the pitch. And outside. So the second full count drawn by Greenbrier hitters. So definitely making Lawler work early. And that one's low for ball 4. And there's the first base runner of the night.
Number 16, Andrea Daltrey.
So Lucas is on with a 1-out single. Excuse me, 1-out walk. Lucas Lucas has 2 stolen base attempts, and that's 2 stolen bases. First pitch to Daltrey is low. Good stop there from Boyd as he gives a look over to first base. And there goes Lucas, and Daltrey shoots that one into the gap for a base hit. Lucas will go first to third easily as he was running on the pitch. And there are runners on the corners with just 1 out for Warren Bailey. Looked like a hit and run play as Daltrey shot that one to the opposite side. And it worked out. As now Jeremiah Boyd goes out to signal to his infielders what he's going to do if Daltrey decides to steal. Daltrey hasn't attempted a stolen base this season. And the first pitch to Bailey pops it up, but that'll go out of play. Bailey was hitless in his 1 plate appearance in his last game against the Steamers. That game was at Lakewood Park, and now he's down in the count, 0-2. Now just trying to make contact here. The 0-2 count. As Lawler head nods to Boyd, and now they're ready. Oh, 2 just fouled off and off of the glove of Boyd. Could have been strike 3 if Boyd was able to squeeze that one, but it just popped out of his glove. So we'll do the 0-2 again. Pitch to Bailey. That'll get in a run as it's shot out to left. West lost his footing. Now he's under it. Lucas tags, and now he thinks better of it. Ball just wasn't hit deep enough. It looked like it was off the end of the bat. And then West lost his footing too. So runners on the corner still with 2 down. And it brings up the first baseman, Dylan Bowen. And the first pitch he sees, he takes a cut out of fastball, 0-1. Bowen's hitting .214 on the season in the games he's played in, but a combined 0 for 8 in his 2 games against Edenton. And now he's quickly down in the count, 0-2. Long hold there, and it's upstairs. Lawler's already done that a few times tonight. Has some long holds. Bit surprising. No time has been called yet from those Greenbrier hitters. And now a 1-2 count on Bowen. And that one's outside. And check over at first base to see if Bowen went around. First base umpire said he didn't. Home plate umpire called it a ball. So it's 2-2. A pitch that was just outside the zone. Lawler was already a step or two towards the Edenton dugout. 2 on, 2 out, 2-2 the count. And it's in there, strike 3. The second strikeout from Lawler as he looks back at the home plate umpire after what he believed was a missed call. So the Knights leave runners on the corners in the first inning. Drew Ramos, the starting pitcher tonight for the Greenbrier Knights, and here is the man of the hour, Chase Bruno. Bruno, coming into the night, has tied the all-time Edenton Steamer record for hits in consecutive games. He's got a 21-game hitting streak, which matches Joey Wendell of the Miami Marlins. And the first pitch that Bruno sees is popped up towards the right side and foul ground. And right under it is Bowen. So 1 pitch and 1 out for Drew Ramos.
The hitter from UNC Wilmington, number 27, Tanner Thatch.
And so here's the DH, Thatch. And he takes that first pitch outside from Ramos, 1-0. And Thatch fouls that one off. Going to be one of the last times that we see Tanner Thatch. He's scheduled to report to UNC Wilmington, where he's going to play his freshman ball in the spring. And it takes a called strike as he backed away from that one. But it nips the inside corner of the plate. And now it's 1-2. One-two from Ramos. And it's chopped towards second. Lucas is there. And he makes the play.
Second baseman, number 13, Alden Cottle.
So here's the second baseman, Cottle. Cottle usually over at third, but with Bryce Stevens getting off, he shifts over to second. And he takes a cut at that one. And it's 1-1. Cottle's got 2 hits in each of his last 3 games, so he's swinging a hot bat. And he shoots that one towards the right side. Over comes Herman. He's got room, and he makes the catch in foul territory. So an 8-pitch inning there from Drew Ramos. We've played one here at Historic Hicks Field in a scoreless ball game. Corbin McLeod leading off the second inning here in Edenton, North Carolina. The second trip that the Knights have made down here this season. And McLeod fouls off the first pitch he sees. As the loudspeakers here at Historic Hicks Field play a car siren. The ball went out of the stadium. And McLeod hits a high fly ball into center, and waiting under it is Paulson to make the catch.
Good quality count. Number 2, Quincy Scipio.
So here's the center fielder, Scipio. Scipio's been real good for Greenbrier this season, both out in center and at the plate, hitting .379 this season.
Hey, we need a contestants for the bullseye game. The contestants for the bullseye game. Please report to the Doctor Customer Service Desk.
One and one count here. And he leaves that one upstairs, 2-1. Two-one pitch. A good breaking ball there from Lawler that drops in for a called strike, and now it's 2-2 on number 2. With one down here in the top half of the second. And Scipio gets fooled on that one.
Strikeout. Take your tickets up to South Beach. Get 20% off of an item.
Already the third strikeout
Shortstop from Brighton Stratton, number 5, Dominic Proctor.
recorded from Lawler. Lawler in his first start went 4 2/3, struck out 6. And in his last one against Clayton went 5 innings and struck out 5. So 11 strikeouts in 9 2/3 as a starter. As Proctor lines that one to right, that'll fall in front of Hip for the first base hit of the night for either side.
Right field, University of Evansville, number 4, Blake Herman.
So a 2-out single from Proctor. And it brings up Blake Herman. And Herman takes a big cut at that fastball, 0-1. As Lawler, good move there to check in on Proctor. But a good job from that Greenbrier dugout you heard. Not sure if you could hear, but definitely audible from here. You can hear most of them yelling back. And now time is called from Herman. There's a long hold again from Lawler. Mentioned it last inning. Proctor has 1 stolen base on the season. And Herman swings and misses at that pitch, and it's 0-2. Oh-2 pitch, and first Lawler checks in on Proctor again. That's the second time he's thrown over there. Oh-2 pitch from Lawler, and it's hit towards the right side. That'll be a base hit for Herman. So back-to-back singles from Greenbrier. And they have 2 runners on. And now back to the top of the order for the Knights. It's Luke Waters. And Waters takes a called strike there, 0-1. Waters has the highest OPS on the team, 1.029. And now he's down in the count, 0-2. Second straight batter that's been in an 0-2 hole. Herman ended up knocking a hit to the other side. And that one's upstairs. mentioned that Waters has a lot of timely hits. 8 hits on the season with 6 RBIs to show for it. And lays off a good pitch there. 2-2. Good job there from Waters to spit on that one. Lawler gets the signs from Boyd. 2 on, 2 out. 2-2 the count. And we'll do it again.
Par 4 5 ball, convenient location, Plymouth Williams and Ohio and Edenton.
So again, with 2 outs, 2 on, and a 2-2 count on Waters. Here's the pitch, and that's fouled off. Greenbrier hitting, making Lawler work in his first 2 innings. Outfield in normal depth range, as are the infielders. Cottle's kind of checking in on Proctor. And there's a called strike 3 looking. Second time that Waters has been called down on strikes. And again, the Knights leave 2 base runners stranded. We'll go to the bottom of the second, scoreless at historic Hicks Field. Get your game on with D-Bat Virginia Beach Baseball, softball, training, and more. D-Bat Virginia Beach is a state-of-the-art facility with over 17,000 square feet, 13 batting cages, and professional instructors who don't just know baseball and softball, but live and breathe it. You can find them located at 5258A Fairfield Shopping Center in Virginia Beach. You can also call them at 757-467-1111. You can also visit their website at dbatvirginiabeach.com. Jeremiah Boyd. In the 4-hole tonight after an 8-pitch inning from Drew Ramos in the first. Boyd swings and misses at a fastball, 0-1. And Boyd fouls that one off, and it's quickly 0-2. Boyd was hitless yesterday against the Sea Dogs, snapping a 4-game hitting streak in which he had multiple hits, and 3 of the 4 of them as he goes down on strikes there. So a 3-pitch strikeout there from Ramos, and that's his first strikeout of the night. So here's the center fielder, Paulson. And he takes that one outside of the zone for a ball, 1-0. And Paulson hits a fly ball out to center. Easy play for Scipio, and there are 2 down.
First base, from the Don Valley, number 20, Tate Abbott.
So here's Tate Abbott getting the start over at first tonight with Tanner Thatch DHing. And he swings at the first pitch. That'll go foul down the left field line. As Abbott was running out of the box, walks back to home to retrieve his bat, and now he's back in the batter's box. 0-1 count, and that one's just inside from Ramos. And that one also misses the zone. It's 2-1. Two-one pitch, and a swing and a miss as Abbott was way early on that one. And now it's 2-2. Two outs in the home second. 2-2 pitch. Grounded foul down the first base side. If that was fair, Bowen would have been all over it. He's hugging that line with the lefty Abbott up at the plate. And that one's fouled back out of play, and we'll do the 2-2 again.
Everybody clap your hands. Check it out,
And that one shot, that's just foul. As it hits the front fence of the Knight bullpen. So Abbott making Ramos work. 8th pitch of the at-bat, and it's fouled off again.
Our fourth foul ball, your local Ford and Lincoln dealer and your friend in the car business.
Ramos was cruising through the first 5 batters. He's about to throw his 9th pitch to Abbott. And that time it'll land in fair territory. And the Steamers have their first base runner of the game.
Right fielder from Brown, number 19, Jackson Gill.
So here's Jackson Hip up at the dish for the Steamers. And from the stretch the first time tonight is Ramos, and the first pitch is drilled out to left, no doubt about it. A 2-run shot from Hip. That's his first home run of the season. And 11th RBI.
The good for short, up around top of the hill.
That's a tough one to swallow for the Knights. As Ramos was cruising. Retired the first 5 batters in less than 20 pitches. And then Abbott makes him work. Had a 9-pitch at-bat that he singled to right field. And then first pitch to hip. A 2-run shot. And just like that, it's 2-0. An 0-2 count here on the left fielder West, who has had minimal playing time this season. As that one hit someone in the Greenbrier dugout. It looked like it hit Sean Hahn. But he seems okay. He's standing. Took his hat off, and now he's ducking behind the dugout as a swing and a miss there from West, strike 3, but not before a 2-run home run from Jackson Hip to put Edenton up 2-0 at the end of 2. 2, 3, 4 in the order, due up for the Knights in the 3rd inning. Greenbrier has had opportunities in the first 2 innings, but have left 2 base runners stranded in each of them. And now they find themselves down in a 2-0 deficit. As Lucas fouls that pitch. Pitch looked a bit up and in. Lucas did end his streak of getting hit by pitches in 3 consecutive at-bats. And fouls off another pitch from Lawler, but now he's down in the count, 0-2. Said when the game first started that the Knights bats were going to have to come to work today. And there's a called strike 3. Second straight strikeout. Looking recorded by Lawler, and that's the first out in the 3rd. And so here's Andre Daltrey. And Daltrey, first pitch he sees West is under it. Shifts to his right. And he makes the catch, and they're at 2 down.
Designated hitter from Ryan Stratton, number 28, Warren Bailey.
So here's Warren Bailey. Warren hit a fly ball to West in his last at-bat, where West kind of lost his footing, but ended up getting right back up to make the catch. Big hack there from Bailey, and it's 1-1. Warren has already hit a home run here in Edenton. That was in their first game. Warren has hit a home run in all 3 of the ballparks that the Knights have played at this season. And he rockets that one foul down the left side. Excuse me. He's hit home runs in 3 of the 4 stadiums that he's been at this season. On Saturday, the Knights played their first game in Richmond. Now a good hitter's count here from Bailey, a 3-1 pitch coming his way, a good hitter's count. Warren Bailey trying to do some damage. Bailey's out of Bryan and Stratton. Where he led the team in games played and at-bats, and he's not taking the summer off. Getting more reps in the Tidewater Summer League. Three-two pitch, hit, rolled over to third. Bebe's there, throw to first in time. So after a couple of rough innings from Waller, he works a 1-2-3 inning in the third. We'll head to the bottom half of the third with the Steamers up 2-0. Local business owners and community organizers, promote your business and events right here on the Tidewater Summer League YouTube channel. You have the opportunity to promote your business and events right here with your logo being featured on the screen. Please email TidewaterSummerLeague@gmail.com to promote your business or events today. Home half of the third inning. And the second matchup here at Historic Kicks Field between the Knights and Steamers. And the first pitch from Ramos is hit into right. Throw to first, not in time. A good idea there from Blake Herman, who tried to throw out Bebe.
Shortstop from Marjorie, number 4, Chase.
Dimensions are rather shallow here. Just 298 down the right field line, so Herman, not a bad decision to try and throw out and rob a hit from Jared Bebe. But nevertheless, Bebe is aboard with a first pitch single, and here is Chase Bruno. Mentioned in his first at bat as he hits that one right to Herman. That one's in the air. So Bruno has seen 2 pitches tonight and has made 2 outs.
The UNC woman is number 27, Tanner Thatch.
Steamers are, as a team, like to swing a lot at the first pitch that they see. There's a called strike. And on Thatch, 0-1. A 1 count here on Thatch. And that one misses outside, 1-1. And the 1-1, a good breaking pitch there from Ramos. That's a called strike, and now it's 1-2. One-two pitch, chopped over to first. Bowen, gonna be a tough play. Flip to first is in time, so a good job there from Bowen just to get the 1 out.
Number 13, Alden Cottle.
And a quality at bat from Thatch to move Bebe over to second with 2 outs for Alden Cottle. Cottle, first pitch swung in his first at bat in the first inning, and now first pitch swinging there at a ball in the dirt. Bebe thought about going on that pitch, but McLeod pounced all over it. Now 0-1 here on Cottle, with Bebe over at second. And that one shot into right, another opportunity for Herman. He's right there to make the catch.
0-3-0 for the Knights, 2-3-0 for the
So the Steamers leave a base runner in scoring position. We played 3 innings here in Edenton. It's 3-0 Steamers, 2-0 Steamers. Start of the fourth here in Edenton, North Carolina. The Knights are putting up a fight. Down 2-0. They were knocking on the door in the first 2 innings. Were sent down 1-2-3 in the last inning. They are heavy underdogs tonight as Bowen leaves that pitch in the dirt. And trying to pull an upset that would draw them into a second place tie with Tarboro at 4-3. And Bowen leaves that one for a called strike, and now it's 1-2. So we'll see what Bowen can do. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat as Lawler shakes off Boyd a couple of times, and now they're ready. And that one just missed. Lawler that time was making his stride, thought that Boyd was about to throw it around the horn. And now a 2-2 pitch on its way from Lawler. And Bowen just got a piece of that one, but a good job there from Jeremiah Boyd to squeeze it. And that's the first out of the fourth.
Catcher for Longwood, number 20, Corbin McLeod.
6th strikeout recorded by Lawler. Here's Corbin McLeod. And he takes a called strike, 0-1. And now he's quickly down in the count, 0-2. And he gets called out on strikes.
And takes South Beat gets 20% off of the night. Center fielder from Paul B.
A 3-pitch strikeout from Lawler, and there are quickly 2 outs in the fourth. So here's Quincy Scipio. Want to know here on the center fielder. Takes that one outside. It's now 2-0. Two-0 delivery. And that's upstairs and away, and it's 3-0. Quincy has drawn 4 walks this season and takes a 3-0 strike. Good hitters count here for Scipio. 3-1. And it's low, ball 4. The 5th drawn walk of the season from Scipio. And the Knights have a 2-out base runner.
Shortstop from Brown Track, number 5, Dominic Proctor.
So here's Proctor. Proctor singled in his first at-bat. And Scipio's got some speed over at first, so we'll see what the Knights decide to do. There's a called strike to Proctor, 0-1. Quincy's got 6 stolen bases and has yet to have been caught this season. As Proctor fouls that one off, and he lands on his back knee. And now he's down in the count, 0-2. Proctor trying to stay hot. Getting 5:29 coming into the game. And already 1 for 1 today as he lays that pitch off. From Lawler, it's 1-2. Scipio over at first. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Scipio's going. Chopped over to short. Bruno's there. And the throw to first is in time. So the Knights leave their 5th base runner stranded of the night. And we'll go to the bottom of the 4th. It's the Steamers 2, Knights nothing. Bit of a delayed start here in the bottom of the 4th, as a couple of younger Edenton fans were racing a dog on the field. It is Bark in the Park night here, and so Ramos had to wait a couple seconds longer than usual to start warming up, and Boyd pops up the second pitch. Lucas is under it, and he's going to give way to Herman, who comes in to make the catch. So Herman's been busy out there and right lately. Made 2 catches last inning. Also tried to throw out Jared Bebe on his single. So here's Nate Paulson. 1-0 pitch. That's hit out to Herman again in right. And he continues to stay busy as he makes that catch in foul territory as signaled by the umpire. So if you're scoring back at home, that's a foul out to right. And the second out of the inning. And so here's the lefty Abbott. And the first pitch he sees is fouled off to the left side into the parking lot. And he gets fooled on that one. He was really late. And now it's 0-2. Ramos looking for another quick inning. Ramos has been good tonight, just one blemish. And swing and a miss on the foul tip, but it's caught by McLeod for strike 3. So another quick inning for Ramos. We've played 4 here at Historic Hicks Field. It's the Knights 0, Steamers 2. So here's Blake Herman. Been busy out in right field the past couple of innings. Now he steps in to the batter's box. Blake in the 9-hole today. He is 1 for 1. Hitting .348 in his time with the Knights, and he leaves that pitch outside. 1-0. And he hits a ground ball over to third. Bebe's there. Throw to first is in time. So back to the top of the order for Greenbrier. Trying to get things going with 1 out. And that one's rolled over. Another chance for Bebe. And it's another 5-3 in your scorecard. And Lawler's just thrown 3 pitches in the inning. So here's Max Lucas. And the first pitch he sees is skied out to center. Paulson's there, and he makes the catch. A fist pump there
2-3-0.
from Waller after a 4-pitch inning. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th. Get your game on with D-Bat Virginia Beach Baseball, softball training, and more. D-Bat Virginia Beach is a state-of-the-art facility with over 17,000 square feet, 13 batting cages, and professional instructors who don't just know baseball and softball, but live and breathe it. You can find them located at 5258A Fairfield Shopping Center in Virginia Beach. You can also contact them by calling their number at 757-467-1111. You can also visit their website at dbatvirginiabeach.com. So here's Jackson Hip, set to go off the bottom of the 5th, already halfway through. And there's a called strike, 0-1. Hip has accounted for the only runs batted in of the game thus far tonight. This 2-run home run in the 2nd inning. It was the first home run of the season for Hip. Hip had been hitless in his last 2 games coming into the night. So a 2-2 count here. Pitch from Ramos, fouled back. So we'll do the 2-2 again. Ramos gets the signs from McLeod. And a called strike 3 looking. Back-to-back strikeouts recorded from Ramos. And that's the first out in the 5th. And so here's Tyler West. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. That one's fired low. One 1-0 pitch. Drops in for a called strike. West leaves that one low, 2-1. West just has 3 hits in his has 17 at-bats this season. And he takes another called strike. Count it. Evens up at 2-2. Two from Ramos. And West breaks his bat. And the ball rolls foul. So West's going to walk back to the dugout to get some new wood. Tate Abbott hands him a bat. Now we'll get some pine tar. From Bruno, who's in the hole. So West is ready now. One down and a 2-2 count. Pitch from Ramos. Got him looking, strike three. New bat, same result. It's the second time that Ramos has gotten West on strikes, and that's the second out of the inning.
Number 24, Jared Bebe.
Ramos starting to get into a groove. As Bebe, first pitch he sees, hit foul down the first base line. Jared Bebe was the last man to reach base for the Steamers. One count here on the third baseman Bebe. And that one just missed outside. Two, 1 count. And that one spiked in the dirt. And now it's 3-1. Ramos hasn't walked a batter all night. Now down in the count, 3-1 to Bebe. And that pitch misses low for ball 4. The first walk drawn by Steamer hitting.
Shortstop for Moncrief, number 4, Chase Bruno.
So, Jared Bebe is the only Edenton player to reach base in the last 11 batters. He singled and walked, and now here's Bruno, who's 0 for 2. He's only seen 2 pitches tonight. So we'll see if he swings at the first pitch here with 2 out. He does, and he fouls it off. Bruno trying to break the record that was set back in 2011 by Joey Wendell. And I believe Bruno is unaware that he's come into that territory with hits in 21 consecutive games. That dates back to last season for the Steamers. Oh, 1 count. And now McLeod back pick hits Bowen in the face as it skipped by him, and now he's shaken up. That ball got him square in the face. And now the trainer's going to come out to check in on Bowen. And he might be bleeding. Might have caught him right in the nose. And he's applying pressure. to his face right now. He's not holding his head back. He seems fine, just some blood coming out. Really not sure who Chuck Slaughter would throw in at first base. Besides for Bowen, you do have Warren Bailey who's DHing tonight. With McLeod behind the dish. That was the first time that we saw McLeod backpick tonight. It's a bit surprising because he does that often, but then again, Steamers have had limited base runners. Bebe, who is on first, who McLeod just tried to backpick. He's reached aboard twice, single and walk. As Bowen gets a round of applause from the Edenton crowd. He's fine. Might be some blood drops on the field. Now Ramos is going to throw some warm-up pitches. It's a 1-1 count on Bruno. As the pitch that McLeod threw down, the first one was outside. So, definitely a much longer at bat than his first two for Bruno after that pause in the action. Just had two pitches before coming into this at bat, and now he leaves that one outside of the zone. It's 2-1. So after two pitches and just two at bats, Bruno has seen three pitches in this one and also a long wait. 2 balls, 1 strike on Bruno, and he shoots that one out to center. Herman's there. Backtracks to make the catch. So Drew Ramos continues to be solid for Greenbrier. Now can the Knights bats wake up? It's 2-0 through 5. Chris Morris comes into the game in relief of Lawler. Knights were knocking on the door against Lawler, but never able to bring in a run home. They had 3 hits and draw a couple of walks. So now trying to get to Morris as he delivers a strike to Daltrey. And then Daltrey swings out of his shoes there, and Morris quickly up, 0-2. Oh, 2 pitch is yanked down the left field line, foul. This is the second time that Morris is facing Greenbrier. And he skips that one. That one barely reached the dirt. That's out in front of home plate. As Jeremiah Boyd got out of the way of that one with nobody on. It's the second time that Morris is appearing against the Knights. He went 2 scoreless innings. The first time. Now he's rocking back and forth. 1-2 pitch. Fouled off by Daltrey. So we'll do the 1-2 again. Here's the 1-2 to Daltrey. And he pops that one up towards the right side. And under it is hip to make the catch for the first out, retired by Morris.
Designated hitter from Bryant and Stratton, number 28, Warren Bailey.
So here's Warren Bailey. And that pitch sails upstairs. It's 1-0. Morris, in his 10 innings and 2/3 of work coming into the night, has struck out 21 batters. He has walked 7 and hit 2. Miss Bailey swings through that one, and it's 1-1. He's got an ERA of .84 though in those 10 and 2/3. It's been a good arm out of the pen for Justin Hill, and Bailey shoots that one into left. West moves over to his right, and he makes the catch. So 2 fly ball outs from Morris, and there are 2 down in the 6th.
First baseman BMI, number 22, Dylan Bowen.
So here's Bowen. So he's fine after he got hit in the face on a back pick throw in the dirt from his catcher. And he's way early on that one. Morris changes his pitch delivery almost every pitch, as you see. Kind of hesitates. And it really throws off hitters, which speaks to his .84 ERA. Now an 0-2 count on Bowen. Bowen just trying to put the ball in play, and he leaves that one upstairs. One-two pitch. And that one skied out towards center. In comes Paulson. He'll call off Bruno. And he makes the catch. So 3 fly ball outs recorded by Morris. 1 to left, 1 to center, and 1 to right. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th. It's Edenton 2, Greenbrier nothing. Dylan Bowen hadn't gone more than 3 innings in an outing this season for the Knights. And the first pitch to Thatch is rolled over to second. Lucas is there, throwing across his body to make the play. A nice place there from Max Lucas. And there's 1 pitch and 1 out in the inning for Ramos, who hadn't gone, as I mentioned, more than 3 innings. And he's now retired. Gone 5 innings and a third now tonight. So here's Alden Cottle. He's flat out to right in his 2 at-bats. One of them was in foul ground, the other in fair territory. And that pitch is left outside. A ball and a strike. Nice pitch there from Ramos on 1-1. But a good job from Cottle to lay it off. Ramos learning how to go deep in games here in the Tidewater Summer League. He's now down in the count, 3-1 on Cottle. 3-1 pitch. Swing and a miss there from Cottle, and the count is full. Ramos shakes off McLeod. Now they're ready. 3-2 pitch. Just outside. It's a second walk drawn by Edenton. And the first time that Cottle is aboard.
Catcher, Presbyterian, number 33, Jeremiah Boyd.
There's Jeremiah Boyd. Boy, you gotta love his walk-up song. Nothing like it. He's a fan favorite for the Steamers. Just always has a smile on his face, saying hi to everyone as he swats a bug that's in front of his eyes. Stays in the box though. And he fouls off the first pitch right off of one of the metal railings behind the plate. Boyd has struck out and flew out to right where Herman is. So Edenton hitters have been pushing the ball a lot as Boyd swings through that pitch, and it's 0-2. And again, Boyd this time out of the batter's box, swatting some bugs out of his eyes. Ramos is ready from the stretch. 0-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Second time he's gotten Boyd on strikes.
Fielder from West Virginia State, number 10, Dave Paulson.
6th strikeout recorded by Ramos. Ramos did have 6 strikeouts in that 3-inning start against Virginia Beach as Paulson swings through that one. 0-1. Cottle's over on first. He's the first base runner outside of Jared Bebe to reach base since the hip home run. And Paulson just lays that one off. A ball and a strike. One pitch. A shot out towards left. That ball is off the wall. Played nicely by Waters. Played to third. Not in time. A nice job there from Luke Waters to get that ball in quickly. Usually that run would score, but Waters played that beautifully off of the left field wall. A one-hopper that he drilled into third and nearly got Cottle. And now time is going to be asked for. Coach Juan, assistant coach for Greenbrier, goes out to have a talk. Luke Dawson is now warming up in the Knights bullpen, just slowly throwing to get his arm loose. Trying to get Ramos through this 6th inning. Hadn't gone more than 3 innings all season. As assistant coach Juan walks back, Drew's still having some talk with his infielders. And now he's ready. So here's Tate Abbott. He was the first base runner of the night for Edenton. He singled and came around to score on the hip home run back in the 2nd. And now a big at-bat here with Ramos trying to keep the score where it is at 2-0. And the first pitch is outside. Trying to get through 6 here. That would be huge for Greenbrier. And there's a great spot there from Ramos. Knee high outside corner. That caught the plate. A ball and a strike. Abbott went down swinging. In his last at bat, he's 1 for 2. And he might have broken his bat. Rolled over to short. Throw to first from Proctor is in time. So a king size out there recorded from Ramos. He's gone 6 innings. And at the end of 6, it's Edenton 2, Greenbrier nothing. Get your game on with D-Bat Virginia Beach baseball, softball, training, and more. D-Bat Virginia Beach is a state-of-the-art facility with over 17,000 square feet, 13 batting cages, and professional instructors who don't just know baseball and softball, but live and breathe it. You can find them located at 5258A, Fairfield Shopping Center in Virginia Beach, or by calling them at 757-467-1111. You can also visit their website at dbatvirginiabeach.com. Local business owners and community organizers promote your business and events right here on the Tidewater Summer League YouTube channel. You have the opportunity to promote your business and events right here with your logo being featured on the screen. Please email tidewatersummerleague@gmail.com to promote your business or events today. Chris Morris back out there for his second inning of work. Facing the middle half of the Greenbrier lineup. 6, 7, 8 due up. That's McLeod, Scipio, and Proctor, who are a combined 1 for 5 tonight with a walk. McLeod has yet to reach base tonight. And the first pitch he sees is flying out towards center. Paulson backtracks and makes the catch. So 1 pitch and 1 out again to start the inning for Morris. So Morris has recorded 4 outs, and all of them have been fly outs to the outfielders. 2 in center, 1 in left, and 1 in right. And there's a called strike to Scipio, 0-1. Morris went 2 innings the last time they played Greenbrier. Only other time that he went more than 2 innings was against Norfolk and Suffolk. That's been as of late. In his last 3 appearances, he's gone at least 2. And Scipio drills that one to left. That's going to be cut by the incoming West.
Shortstop run, set number 5. Dominic Proctor.
So here's Dominic Proctor. Proctor's 1 for 2 tonight. Now trying to get things going with 2 out. Blake Herman's on deck. He would be next. And Proctor takes the first pitch low. It's 1-0. One-0 pitch. That's fouled off the end of the bat. 1-1. Knight's just trying to get on the board. 1-2 here on Dominic Proctor. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 perfect innings out of the bullpen from Chris Morris. It's stretch time here in Edenton. Six spectacular innings from Drew Ramos. But his night is done. Luke Dawson, who was warming up after the double last inning from Nate Paulson, started warming up. He's now in. Ramos just wishes he can take one pitch away. That's his only blemish of the night. That came off of the bat of Jackson Hipp, who's now leading off things here in the 7th for Edenton. Dawson, last time he was out on the mound, he was also magnificent. He started the game, went 3 innings, and recorded 8 strikeouts. The only other out that he recorded didn't come from a ground out or fly out. It came from one of those back picks from Corbin McLeod. I asked him after the game if he wished that McLeod didn't throw over, if he could have 3 innings of work and 9 strikeouts. He said that he liked the back pick from McLeod. Easiest way to get out of the inning, he said, whatever it takes. And a good curveball there from Dawson, but nice job from Hipp to just get a piece of it to stay alive. One ball, 2 strikes here on the right fielder Hipp. Here's the pitch from Dawson. Fouled off again. Dawson gets the signs from McLeod, and they're ready. 1-2 from the lefty. Is hit fouled down the third base line. Dawson trying to keep this game where it is at 2-0. Just hoping for the Knights bats to wake up. And that one's lined out towards the right center gap. That'll fall for a base hit for a hit. It's cut off nicely from Herman. But it's a leadoff single for Jackson Hipp. His second hit tonight.
Davis Halstead in now running for the Steamers.
Davis Halstead now going to come into the game to pinch run for a hit.
Number 5, Tyler West.
And it brings up Tyler West. Second time today that Edenton has the leadoff guy on. As Dawson throws a lollipop over to first to check in on Halstead. And that one's fouled off by West. Just trying to bunt. West looks over to his manager, Justin Hill, down the third base line. West is back in the batter's box. 0-1 pitch. Checks the swing. Did he go around? First base umpire said he didn't. And the pitch was upstairs, so now a ball and a strike on Tyler West, who again is looking down to Justin Hill. His feet are still back in the box, so typically wouldn't expect a bunt unless they're really up in the box. And now Dawson checks in on Halstead, nearly threw it away. A good job there from Bowen to come off of the bag for that one. A 1-1 count with nobody out. Davis Halstead over at first, who came into pinch run for Jackson Hipp, and there he goes. Throw down to second from McLeod. Is on the money. What a throw down from Corbin McLeod. The first time that Davis Halstead has been caught stealing all season. And now Dawson's ahead on the count on West, 1-2. That's a big throwdown from Corbin McLeod to eliminate the base runner. 1-2 from Dawson, and that's fouled off. That's a huge throwdown from McLeod. So now you can, if Dawson retires the next two batters, that'll eliminate the top of the order from coming up here in the seventh. And there's a swing and a miss from West. Third time he's been down on strikes, and just like that, there were 2 outs in the inning.
Number 24, Jared Bebe.
And so here's Jared Bebe. He has reached base safely twice in his 2 plate appearances tonight. He drew a walk and singled. Dawson trying to cook something different up. As the first pitch is fouled off towards the right side from Bebe, 0-1. tell Greenbrier really wants this game, throwing out their best arms. 6 brilliant innings from Ramos, just 1 blemish on a home run pitch. And now Luke Dawson
Everybody clap your hands.
out of ODU, a D1 kid. Still trying to work on his game here in the Tidewater Summer League. 1-1 is hit down the third baseline. That's a fair ball, and it'll roll all the way to the wall. Taking second is Bebe. And it's a 2-out double from the third baseman. He's reached safely all 3 times tonight now. And now here is Chase Bruno. Bruno has hits we've already mentioned several times tonight in 21 consecutive games, tying an all-time Edenton record. But the Knights have held him in check tonight, 0 for 3. And the first pitch he sees from Dawson is up and in. Bruno in his first 2 at-bats saw only 2 pitches. Fouled out to the first baseman, Bowen, and then lined out to right. And that one nearly hits Bruno. And McLeod's going to go out to have a talk with Waters. Bruno was up at the plate in his last at-bat when McLeod tried to backpick Jared Bebe at first.
Yes.
And it hit Dylan Bowen square in the face. He had some blood dripping, so that had a timeout called. During Bruno's at-bat. And now a 2-0 count here. And that ball's inside, and now it's 3-0 to Bruno. And I'm sure he's got the green light here. I'm not sure if Justin Hill knows about the hit streak. I know Chase Bruno is not aware of it. But it's certainly in jeopardy, and he has a 3-0 count. Probably not trying to draw a walk. But it would put 2 men on, and it does. So a 4-pitch walk from Dawson, and that caught stolen base attempt from Halstead. Now looks even bigger. So Bruno walks to reach base for the first time tonight. And it brings up Tanner Thatch. Thatch takes the first pitch, a good one there from Dawson that catches the outside corner. 0-1. Thatch is a quiet night tonight, 0 for 3. Has yet to hit the ball out of the infield. And now he's down in the count, 0-2. So Dawson looking for a king-size out with 2 on. Trying to keep the lead at 2. Wouldn't be a bad pitch for a waste one, 0-2. And that one's inside. It backs Thatch up off the plate. Dawson's a graduate student out of ODU. Tanner Thatch just graduated high school, 1-2. And it's outside, 2-2. Two on, 2 out, 2-2 the count. And Dawson steps off. This is a big pitch here from Dawson. Trying to retire Thatch. They've held him in check all night. And it's low. Good stop there by McLeod. It's been a clean game behind the plate from both McLeod and Boyd. We have not seen a single wild pitch or pass ball. But now a full count with 2 outs, so runners will be going. Bebe's at second, Bruno on first. 3-2 from Dawson. And it's popped up. McLeod comes over for a look, but that'll go out of play. So we'll do the 3-2 again. Here's the payoff pitch from Dawson. Struck him out. Got Thatch on the check swing. Dawson gets out of trouble as the Steamers leave 2 base runners stranded. We'll head to the 8th inning. It's 2-0 Steamers. Local business owners and community organizers, promote your business and events right here on the Tidewater Summer League YouTube channel. You have the opportunity to promote your business and events right here with your logo being featured on the screen. Please email tidewatersummerleague@gmail.com to promote your business or events today. Nine, 1, and 2 due up here for Greenbrier. Still looking for their first runs of the night. They've yet to been shut out. They were nearly shut out by Edenton in their last game over at Lakewood Park, but scored 2 runs in the last inning. It was actually the 6th inning because that was the day of our triple header here on the Tidewater Summer League YouTube channel. First pitch Herman sees is grounded to short. And 1 pitch and 1 out again for Morris. Wow, I don't think I've ever seen that. The first 3 pitches to start the inning from Morris have all been recorded for outs. So back to the top of the order. Luke Waters 0 for 3 tonight. Waters takes that pitch inside for a ball, 1-0. So the Greenbrier team is probably one of the best out of the 4 teams who call Lakewood Park home. Now a big challenge tonight in Edenton. They've done a good job just staying in this game. But boy, what a night it would be if they can pull away. A ball and a strike here on Waters. And he shoots that one towards the right side. That's through the second baseman, Cottle. A base hit.
Second baseman, Nova College, number 1, Max Lucas.
The first base runner since the 4th inning for Greenbrier. Edenton pitching had retired 11 out of 11 batters, and now Lucas squares bunt and he pops it up out of play. Interesting decision there. I know you're trying to get on the board, put a runner in scoring position, but you do have one of your best hitters, and even if he does get down a clean bunt, it would still just cut the deficit in half. Lucas is the tying run at the plate. These are smaller dimensions than what the Knights are used to over at Lakewood Park. It's 350 all around Lakewood. Lucas, who's a lefty, it's 298 down the right field line for him. But now in an 0-2 hole on Morris, who's gone 3 innings and 2 out of his last 3 appearances, and he gets Lucas on strikes. And that's the second out. So here's Andrea Daltrey. Daltrey's 1 for 3 tonight. And it's that one in the dirt. Good stop there from Boyd. It's been a good night behind the dish from both sides. We've yet to see a runner advance on a wild pitch or a pass ball. With some nice blocking from Jeremiah Boyd, as well as Corbin McLeod. 1-0 pitch. It's outside as Boyd pumps fakes to throw over to first. Where Waters is, it's now 2-0 now on Daltrey. Knights could use a knock here. And Daltrey pops that one up. It's playable for Boyd, who makes the catch. And foul territory. So the Knights get their first base runner since the 4th inning. Believe Luke Waters stranded on first. We'll head to the bottom of the 8th. It is still 2-0. Home half of the 8th. And Luke Waters is still out there. Luke Dawson, rather. Still out there. Dawson got helped out by his catcher, McLeod. After a leadoff single from Jackson Hip, Davis Halstead pinch ran for him and was thrown out trying to steal second base. And that throw out actually saved the run because Jared Bebe would end up doubling, but it was played nicely off the wall by Waters. To prevent a run from scoring. 1-1 count here. To Alden Cottle, who swings and misses through that one. It's 1-2. Dawson still did manage to record 2 strikeouts. But just 2 hits and a walk sandwiched between. One, 2 from Dawson. Upstairs. Here's the 1-2. Excuse me, 2-2, and that's upstairs. Two balls, 2 strikes here. Alden Cottle. And it's in there for strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts recorded by Dawson. And that's the first out in the home 8th.
Catcher for Presbyterian, number 30, Jeremiah Boyd.
So here's Boyd facing Waters for the first time. Wood was 0 for 3 against Ramos as that pitch sails upstairs. One 0 pitch. And it's off of the glove of McLeod. And it's 2-0. So a 2-0 count here on Boyd. Was yet to reach base tonight. One down here in the bottom of the 8th. Still a 2-0 ball game. And that one's left outside from Boyd, and now it's 3-0. And that's outside, a 4-pitch walk drawn by Jeremiah Boyd.
Center fielder, once again, you say number 10, 8, Paulson.
As time is going to be called, looks like Adam Fine is going to pinch run for Jeremiah Boyd.
Adam Fine on running for this difference.
And Corbin McLeod is now having a talk with Luke Dawson. So Fine, the healthy lead over at first. And a called strike to Nate Paulson. Paulson doubled off the left field wall. In his last at-bat, that was played beautifully by Waters, and a swing and a miss there. That prevented Cottle from scoring at first. now Dawson's got him in an 0-2 hole. Tate Abbott's on deck. 0-2 from Dawson. Upstairs. And that one's flied out towards left, and comes the shortstop Proctor as it was popped up. As Waters was coming over for a look, but that's the second out.
The base top rally, number 20, Tate Abbott.
So now 2 down. With Adam Fine over at first, who pinch ran, and that ball's inside. 1-0 on Tate Abbott. One to Abbott. That one's fired upstairs. Dawson strolls around the mound, takes a big breath in. Shakes off McLeod once. And now he's ready. 2-0 pitch. And it's chopped over to the right side. Lucas is there. And the throw to first is in time. So another scoreless inning from Luke Dawson. And we'll head to the top of the ninth. Greenbrier needs 2 runs to keep this game going. Tanner Thatch now on the mound for the Steamers. 3 nearly perfect innings from Chris Morris. Just allowed 1 base runner. That was the base hit from Waters. As Thatch is looking for his 2nd save of the season, facing 4, 5, and 6 in the Knights lineup. And they are a combined 0 for 9. But the Knights need at least a base runner to bring the tying run up to the plate. And unfortunately for them, their biggest power bat, Warren Bailey, is leading off. As Thatch drops in a curveball, it's up high. So 2-0 on Bailey. Bailey's got 3 home runs this season, but with no one on base, a home run would essentially mean nothing right now. It's Bailey, Bowen, and McLeod due up in the 9th, and now Bailey fouls that one back. So after he was up in the count 2-0, it's now 2-2. And he steps out of the box to rekindle his batting gloves, and now he's ready. 2-2 pitch. Struck him out. A strikeout starts the 9th here for Tanner Thatch, and there's 1 out. And Dylan Bowen takes a called strike, 0-1. Just trying to get on base, and he shoots that one, but that'll go foul. And now it's 0-2. Thatch, he's ready. 0-2 pitch. And that one's flied up. That one will stay in play. And out into the outfield grass goes Cottle to make the catch. And the Knights are down to their final out of the night. And it's all in the hands of Corbin McLeod. McLeod has flew out twice to center. Now just trying to reach base to bring the tying run to the plate, and that first pitch bounces on top of the plate. It's 1-0. Quincy Scipio is on deck, and the Knights need him to come to the plate. One ball, 1 strike here on McLeod, and he takes that one low, 2-1. And that one just missed. Not quite sure where, as it gets some moos and ahs from the Edenton crowd, and now it's 3 balls and 1 strike. And McLeod will certainly take a walk here. And he swings at that pitch, and now it's 3-2. And the Knights are down to their final strike. McLeod needs to reach base here. It's an ovation from the crowd. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and the ball game is over. The Knights are shut out for the first time this season as they fall to 7-4.
Wednesday, you get a ticket voucher, so that means you get into next Wednesday game for free if you have the voucher.
Jacob Lawler went 5 scoreless innings in the start 3 scoreless for Morris, and then the second save of the season from Tanner Thatch and his 1 inning of work. We said in the beginning of the game that the Knights bats were going to have to come to work. We knew that they were going to throw out their best pitching, and they got it. The only run came on 1 pitch, and that was off the bat of Jackson hit a 2-run shot in the second inning off of Drew Ramos, who was spectacular of himself. 6 innings, those were the only runs he allowed. And then Luke Dawson followed with 2 scoreless of his own. But nevertheless, the Knights are shut out for the first time this season as they fall to 7-4 overall and 3-4 in PCL play. But they'll have an opportunity tomorrow to hop back into the win column. They'll be back at their home field at Lakewood Park, and they'll be facing the Norfolk Redbirds. That game will be underway at 4 o'clock right here on the Tidewater Summer League YouTube channel, and then following that game, shortly after, will be the Virginia Beach Sea Dogs hosting the Suffolk Voyagers. And also around the league, the Edenton Steamers will head to Tarboro to face the River Bandits. So the Steamers beat the Knights for the 3rd consecutive time this season, and for the 3rd time here in Edenton. So thank you for watching, everyone. We hope you enjoyed a nice pitcher's duel tonight from Historic Hicks Field as the Steamers take this one over the Knights 2-0. Have a great night, everyone.